Hello, everyone. Just waiting for everybody to join us. Let's see. All right, everyone, catching the live and who are going to tune into the recording. We are going to do our Motherload a little bit differently today. There has been a song that has been finding itself into my shuffle on my phone, and it has been a song that kind of stops me in my tracks. And I'm not, this is one of those like statements where people say, I'm not artistic, but I'm creative, but it's about faith. And so I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. And so this particular song, I think, leaves it open to just notice some of the ways that we have multiple transitions in our lives. And so for me personally, right now, I have a son who's going into grade 2. I have a son who's at that really difficult three-nager stage. And with every transition that comes into my life, there's something to be learned, and there's something to be grateful that you're leaving behind. That closing of that chapter, the hard pieces of that you wouldn't want to do over again, but there is something about that stage that brought something else into your life. And maybe it was one of those moments where you couldn't see the gift of it at the time because it was disguised as a really horrible life lesson that needed to be learned, a sit in the shit kind of moment. And this song has just been finding its way into my shuffle on my phone a lot, and it kind of stops me. And so how I would like to do our session today is that I'm actually going to start with a song instead of a visualization. And so I'm gonna, I figured out how I think to share the audio with you and the music video at the same time so that you can actually hear it as I hear it. And we're just going to sit with that song. And then that song is going to just inform some art practice for us. Doesn't have to be about transitions. It doesn't have to be about anything in particular, but just really dropping in to the body and the sensations and maybe the words or the messages or the thing that you heard from the song, with the PSA that I understand that music is a personal preference. The tone, the sound, the speed, everything kind of needs to suit, your mood right now. Like there's heavy metal songs that I would listen to in a crisis, and there's also heavy metal songs that I would listen to when I'm doing my dishes. There's country music, there's pop music, right? We all have these music tastes. And so I totally take no offense if anybody live or watching the recording skips over the music and you insert your own thing. If the song that I'm presenting you with today isn't your jam, I'm totally okay with that. This is your time to sit and be in this space, and I want it to be nourishing for you. If you are having resistance to the song, though, I would encourage you to think about where that resistance is coming from, right? Like if it's it's a piece of information. And so there are songs on some days that I can't listen to that I used to love. Or, again, it's all about that. What is your auditory diet need today? And that auditory diet might not like this song in particular, and it might have a reason for that. So again, within the expressive arts process, for anybody who's a new member, who's maybe this is one of the first things that you're watching of mine, it's all about understanding and dropping into those moments of resistance or avoidance or numbing out. And so while the song might be really suiting for me and some other people who I've shared it with over the week in terms of my clients, but it might not be a jam. So just with that caveat of, we're going to start with the song, not your jam. Feel free to do something else until the song is over, and then just join us for the art process. So I'm going to switch over to that now, and I'm going to share the audio with you, and then we're going to jump straight from the audio into some art making.
Advertising on YouTube, I catch the eye of my ideal customers at the right
You know
time.
what? I'm going to play this
You can connect with someone
not
like
from
Corey.
YouTube, from my actual music library so that we can avoid the ads. Okay. Bear with me. This is my first time ever sharing audio with people. And share sound. There we go.
I must have seen your I must have seen your face before I recognized that voice. Even though we just met, you feel like home. Here I am in this whole new world, and it's you who opened the door. Living from the heart can be scary at start. And I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. Crazy life, these are crazy times, and it's better hand in hand. Losing all my thoughts, I surrender plans. Mirror, mirror, oh you are shining light upon parts of me I have not yet learned to love. And I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. So I wanna say thank you for showing up in both chaos and peace, struggle and ease. The greatest gift of all is to be loved unconditionally. Yes, I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. Oh, I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. Yes, I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. Oh, and I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to.
going to play it one more time. You guys can start your art making if you would rather. I'm going to start my art piece by writing keywords down from the song itself, and then I'm actually going to cover it with some pastel.
I must have seen your face before I recognize that voice. Even though we just met, you feel like home. Here I am in this whole new world, and it's you who opened the door. Living from the heart can be scary at start. And I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. Crazy life, these are crazy times, and it's better hand in hand. Losing all my thoughts, I surrender plans. Mirror, mirror, oh you are shining light upon parts of me I have not yet learned to love. And I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. So I wanna say thank you for showing up in both chaos and peace, struggle and ease. The greatest gift of all is to be loved unconditionally. Yes, I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. Oh, I was praying for guidance when I found you. And I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to. Yes, I'm guessing you were sent by someone to teach me something new. I was praying for guidance when I found you. Oh, and I never thought that I would say this or feel the way I do. But you see, miracles happen if we allow them to.
All right, so you can find a stopping place in the next minute or so with your own art piece there. And if that wasn't long enough and you just had a bit of a panic, feel free to not stop. Also, this is your space and your time. So whatever you feel you need. I am going to just turn my camera off just for a second while I transition to putting the journal questions on the screen. All right, everyone. So if you haven't already, head over to the journal questions and you can sit with this slide for as long as you need. And while you're gathering those journal questions, I am actually just going to give you a rundown of my piece, and then we're going to stop the recording and then debrief. So I never draw hearts in my art. But today there are lots of hearts, lots and lots and lots of hearts. So I started with these words from the song in the background, and I was actually really mad at the pen that I chose because this is not a water safe pen. It blended all of the words and changed the color of my pastel, which was really irritating and frustrating. And then I just thought, screw it, I'm just going to slop all this water on here and just mix my colors up. And so that's what I did. So it was literally an act of surrender and defiance against my own perfectionism to create this piece of art in this way. And it was actually fun layering the pastels together in the wet and the dry spots. These are my favorite pastels. These Quran d'Ash, they're actually like a water soluble wax. I don't even think they call it a pastel, water soluble pastel wax crayon, whatever. They're so nice and so vivid and colorful that I often don't have to do more than one layer of color, which is lovely. But the 6 words that I landed on after listening to this song and then reflecting on my art piece are bright, open, love, sacred, guidance, and trust. And when things feel heavy in the world, I think we can feel like we shouldn't be happy, positive, or having a good day. It should all just all be shit. And we can have moments of surrendering into what is or what needs to be or what needs to be mourned or grieved, but we're actually allowed to be happy. We are allowed to have fun and play and dance and make art and be messy. And if you've been waiting for somebody to give you that permission slip, boop, there you go. So I'm going to stop the recording so that you all can share your art pieces. And then for anybody watching live, I hope that you liked this process today. For anyone watching the recording, same thing. Let me know in the comments or in the chat how this all went for you. So see you next month for those of you watching the recording.